Greetings and salutations. Alright, we're back. And we need to go get a box of chocolates to, you know, resolve the gym leader conflict. I don't know how strong that lady's team is. I may want to bring some other Pokemon that are a little higher level and make sure I'm okay for stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It looked like she had a Noctowl next to her, so maybe that's going to be like the hard Pokemon fight. We're going to switch our Pokemon around a little bit, I guess, and see. So I'm going to bring Vullaby because I like the U-turn. Crustle. Annihilate. I'll take you over Frostlass, actually, even though I have the Mega Stone on. It's fine. Some do I have? Electrode's probably fine. Do you have? You don't have. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have Volt Switch, so maybe I do switch you out until I get you a little higher level. Because yeah, right now you are not very strong. I think we'll switch you out just for the moment. Don't worry, we'll bring them back in while we're leveling up for the gym. And then... it's Tentacruel. Yeah, Tentacruel's probably fine. Remember, I don't know what we're up against here for this thingamabob. I say thingamabob. This trainer. This cool trainer. So we're going to give a couple citrus berries out. Really need to be a little more assertive in using berries, especially now that, like I said, we have basically infinite money. So I can... Oh, right, I'm going to actually give you this. Yeah. We'll use the Mega Mandibuzz. But yeah, now that we have basically infinite money, maybe I'll actually give you a Lumberry. Citrus only heals like 20 HP on you. My Heliolisk is very fast but very frail, so if you come in, I want you to kind of come in on something that doesn't get you killed. But yeah, I'm probably, like I said, over the coming up weekend, I probably will farm a bunch in the mines, just get an absurd amount of items, just sell them, and just have extra money. Okay, you only have 4. Dracovish. Yeah, but as expected, level 36. So you are Water Dragon. I think that means you are neutral to Ice Fang. So we're going to go for the Paralysis. We are faster, so that's good to know. Super Fang. That's a little annoying. That halves my HP. We're going to try for the Paralysis again. Are you going to Super Fang again? I feel like you're going to have something else. Alright, so you're Water Dragon. I don't think you're going to Super Fang again. But if you do, I think we'll be faster. I think Heliolisk can come in and we can kill with an electric move from here. Yeah, Dragon Breath, okay. And I'm almost certainly faster if my Gyarados is faster. Oh, that's neutral? Really? I guess Dragon is too strong. I don't know my Gardevoir, and Gardevoir could have came in and killed. Oh, nice. You withdrew him? I like that. We're going to get a free hit here. Just kidding. You're ground. Well, we did it. So I'm just... Oh, you're Ground Dragon. Alright. So Ice here would be really good, which means Gyarados would be really good to come in with an Ice Fang. But I think we're going to switch to Mandibuzz to see what he does. I think it's going to be a ground move. Nope, it's a dragon move. And we're going to... Yeah, we'll just U-turn here. We'll still put him in Mega Form because... Let's see. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that because now he doesn't have Regenerator. Whoops. That sprite looks really cool though. This'll hit really hard. Yeah, what do you have right now? Scavenger. Oh, you just restore HP every time. Yeah, but look at that. 150 defense, 104 special defense, and huge damage. Or not huge, HP. Anyways, we need to send somebody else. So he did a dragon move. We're flying, so he's not going to... use a ground move. So I could bring in Gyarados to try to Ice Fang. That would do quadruple damage. But I think I'm going to go to Tentacruel. I think you should be able... Yeah, you have the same amount of speed. And we should be able to... Bubble Beam should be able to kill here. That's not too bad on damage, but it was probably my mistake to really keep Gyarados in on a second Super Fang. Having half HP would have been really nice here because I could have brought them. Actually, you don't. So, Citrus procs here. We should kill with another Bubble Beam, so I'm not that worried. Oh, you're in a Super Potion? Well, I should have Acid Sprayed. I didn't realize you had that. Yeah, I think we're still faster, so even if they hit me here, I will... Yeah, but -2, I should be able to kill from Half-Life here now. I'm going to be quite low HP, though, yeah. Well, if I don't kill, Tentacruel's dying, but I think we should be good. Then switching, I don't know what you're going to bring in. Raging Fury. We saw that on the admin's Arcanine. Yeah, so this is a Rampage ability. It's good, but I don't think I'm going to take it over Fire Fang. I like not locking myself into moves. It is really strong, though, from what I see. You can obviously have, like, a Lawn Repair Symbareon and, yeah. Alucha. So you're fighting... There. What do I think you're going to use, actually? You use a flying move, going to Annihilate's bad, going to Arcanine's good, but if you use a fighting move, Annihilate's perfect, but going to Arcanine is not as good. Mandibuzz probably the best here, actually. Or Gyarados. I think we're going to risk Arcanine. I think we'll be okay coming in on this. I'm going to put him at -1. Trailblaze. Oh, that's a grass move. Jeez. Okay, it didn't do that much damage, though. We know what this move is. But we're going to... I think at +1, he's almost certainly faster. So we're going to Celerock. I think that doesn't... You resist that? Okay. Well, you're not doing much damage, so I think I am actually going to go for the Rock Slide. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that missed. Flying Press is strong, so we're actually going to switch out so I don't die to that. Flying Press, is that the correct one? I think it's the flying fighting move of Decidueye, I guess, the fighting one. In which case Annihilate would avoid that, but then I don't have anything to really kill it, so never mind, not Annihilate. But I guess we could go back to Mandibuzz. We are slower, so... How much HP do there? That's actually a lot of HP. I didn't think it would be that much. We know we're slower though, so we can now... We could U-turn here. Okay, I was kind of expecting you... Oh, you actually don't get switched out. Alright, well we're going to U-turn here. I thought I was going to get forced out. Oh, please don't paralyze me. That's... annoying. But he should be just enough now where we can come back in with Arcanine and just kill. I think a Cellarrock did just that much there. It's gonna be really close. Yeah, nice. We still have the Dracovish, and then we have whatever's the fourth Pokemon. I'm 4x weak here. Do I think I kill with the priority move? Or do I go to something that resists water? I don't really have anything, do I? I guess I have Heliolisk. Z is what? Super Fang? He has... what was the other move? No, he switched out after I hit him. He Super Potioned. No, he didn't Super Potion on. He just switched out. If he does a water move, I think I should be okay. Go to Heliolisk here. I'm gonna risk it. If he's Super Fangs, that's also okay. So we know we're faster. Yeah, okay. Our Citrus Proxy. Wait, do you not have a Citrus on? Oh no, you have a Lumberry on. I'm like, why did my Citrus not proc? We know we're faster, so we're going to heal here a little bit. It's not much, but more than nothing. And then whatever the fourth Pokemon here that comes out should be okay to fight. Unless they 1v6 me, which is possible. Knocked out. Oh, we saw this already. Yeah, we knew you had a knocked out. Do I think I'm faster? Wait, you're Flying Ghost? Interesting. What is my speed on you? 109. I have to feel that this Noctowl is not faster than me. Oh, you're going to a Mega Noctowl. Okay. You look really cool. Okay, I am faster, thankfully. It's about to be like, I hope I'm not slower now. We should heal quite a bit, yeah. Oh, we have a Lumberry! We did the thing! And now, as we see here, Volt Switch is just barely stronger, so we're gonna Volt Switch, and hopefully we'll kill. It didn't. That's okay. But I think we can come in with Arcanine here. And then we'll just a Cellarrock. It should kill. Unless he puts me to sleep again. He put me to sleep again. A little unfortunate. What is your typing? You're still Flying Ghost? Yeah. Problem is I don't know what you do. We can never one turn Wake Up. So... I think my Heliolisk should be fine. Yeah, let's go back to you. I mean, Mandibuzz probably would have been the safest play to see what he does. Try to just hit through Para. Oh, right, we're normal. Yeah, no wonder. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, Heliolisk part normal means if he only has ghost moves, he just doesn't do any damage to us. Okay, alright, nice. Which might have been why he was casting Hypnosis so many times. Hey, that was a fun battle. Our Annihilate didn't do anything, unfortunately, but it's okay. Thank you. We're gonna go heal before we go, give that to the gym leaders. All for a box of chocolates. Because you never know what's inside of them. What's that? Chocolate. It's a box of chocolate. Alright, so we're just going to reclaim my items here. You can keep that, actually. Alright, and then we're just going to go turn this box chocolate in before we switch Pokemon around, but we'll switch them around before we go into the gym to try to keep leveling people up. Now, we obviously know that the gym leaders have a Alolan Raichu. What looks like a Steelix? I'm guessing that's what the other one was. That looks like a Steelix. But typically, Steelix is much, much larger. Alright, now back to the gym. This dog is pretty nice. Oh my goodness. We could have gotten a Dreepy? How unfortunate. Obviously, I'm not talking about the Tentacruel that we're fighting, but in the grass over here, there's a Dreepy right there. You could have had a Dragapult from this area. That's amazing. The Dragapult is a very, very good Pokemon. Very fast, high attack stat, Dragon Ghost, it gets really good moves. And yeah, I never really complain about Dragapult. They always performed. I never got one in my run and run. I got the other stuff. I got Hydreigon instead for my encounter in fire. But Pokemon's good. Who else did we have in our party? Oh, we had Crustle over Annihilate. Okay, to the gym. And hopefully we aren't going to be at like a huge level disadvantage on every fight. It may be that as we get to these harder gyms, earlier on there was like the first, oh, this is permanent weather. Electric ground. So I mean, ground is probably going to be really good here. Is this going to be permanent weather? If that's the case, I might have to bring Sandslash out and level them up. They have Sand Rush, which doubles their speed in sand. I guess, yeah, the sandstorm machine. Okay, so the sand is always active here. That's cool. That's a sprite, to say the least. You're steel. We're just gonna switch to our fire Pokemon, and we'll get you -2 with intimidate and just, I don't know, fire blast you. I think Berserker has a higher, they have a higher defense stat over special defense. So, yeah, I'll just click Flame Burst. It did not kill. Well, would have been better to use Fire Fang then. We had a chance to flinch and burn. We will use Fire Fang here, because if he heals, we could have had the chance to burn, which would have been nice. Already starting to think, so if we are going to be up against Electric Ground, We definitely want ground Pokemon. Yeah, take this over Spark. Even though Spark can paralyze, the problem is my Hisuian Electrode has like 40 more special attack or 30 more special attack than physical attack, so it's definitely worth it. Infernal Parade is amazing. We're taking this over Shadow Claw. Basically, if the enemy has an ailment, this does double attack, like Hex, so it'll be 130 base power. And it also may leave a burn, so maybe keeping the physical move would have been okay, like is just interesting, like against something that's like a special tank, but I'm fine just being all special moves on my Frostlass. Will-O-Wisp is still really good, because then I can just guarantee burning the enemy and then Infernal Parade right away. So this is ground flying, which means you're probably going to use a ground move, which means our Gyarados coming back out is going to be really good. It scouts what you do, but Ice Fang is 4x effective against Dodrio. Yep, there's the Bulldoze. I would have probably killed my dude because, well, Hisuian Arcanine is 4x weak to ground. Uproar. Well, we're pretty tanky, so I'm okay with that. And I think you're dead. Yep. You got one more? Oh no, it was just those two. Okay, I thought you had one more for some reason. He's so happy. We're inside, buddy. There's no star up there. Alright, so we have a single, and then looks like there's a double there. We'll probably heal up. We'll go heal after this single. Onyx. I need to switch to somebody who has special attack. I think I have Tentacruel in the party. That'll work. You know. Yep. Electrode also would do it with grass, but I think he's gonna have a little too much HP if I try to only hit him with Absorb, because Absorb does very little. We also haven't gone to the Move Tutor in a while. I probably should have gone to the Move Tutor for some of our evolved Pokemon. Electrode, just try to see if there's a better grass move for them, because that would have been really, really important. But we'll do that before the gym leader with whatever we pick. You're ground grass, right? Yeah, so honestly, Acid Spray does good damage, but I am weak to both of your typings. I'm also weak. Arcanine is also weak. We want fire, but I think I'm going to have to go Gyarados to switch around. They say I need a beta ground. I think Tentacruel is pretty slow. So we're going to intimidate, hopefully used a ground move. No, you're putting me to sleep. Uh-oh. Problem is, a lot, like all three of these, all four of these actually are weak to ground. What about you? You have special damage. Oh, you have Icy Wind. He's 4x weak to that. And so yeah, Ice Fang would have been really good there, but he put me to sleep. You're getting Grain. Interesting. Makes me wonder, do I think that he has a special move or a physical move? If he has a special move, I shouldn't Mega Evolve, so my ability still works. If he has a physical move, I should Mega Evolve, because that'll intimidate him. I'm gonna risk it. 4x weak here. I have really high special attack. Not enough, sadly. Hopefully I guessed... Nope, you're going to Spore. Okay, that's really annoying, actually. Well... You're going to heal some from Ingrain. Actually, quite a bit. I think I would be okay. I know they're going to heal quite well. No, I don't want to switch all the way around to Arcanine. I think we just stay in and hope we wake up. We're not going to wake up on the first turn, because first turn, but second turn is 50-50. You're using grass. Okay. Seed Bomb is physical, so I think we will Mega Evolve here now. It seems like he has just physical moves, which means we'll get a second Intimidate off here. And that will help mitigate a little bit more damage. At least if I remember this Frost, yeah, Intimidate. Okay. And we woke up, so this dude's just dead. Alright, see you later. Good levels here, good levels. We'll take some damage here, but that's okay. Duo Blade, you're a ghost. Steel? I'm also ghost. If he uses a ghost move, I'm probably just dead. Do I have a normal Pokemon on party? No, I don't. I think I can just go straight to Arcanine, though. Or I could go to Gyarados. Gyarados is asleep. Yeah, let's go to Gyarados first, just see what he uses. This does get an Intimidate off still. This doesn't count towards our sleeping turns as far as I'm aware, because you have to take an action to try to do that. I'm okay with Night Slash, even though it has a high crit chance. I guess we could eventually go to Crustle. But now, -2, we should be okay, unless he does some retaliate. Okay, we resist normal, so it's going to do very little. And what do you have more of, actually? I'm pretty sure you have more physical attack. Yes, by a 25, so a decent margin, actually. So Fire Fang it is. Flinch? Nope. Oh, well, now we're going to use Fire Blast because you're now +2 physical defense. Alright. Alright, sweet. That was a nice battle. I'm curious what the last move for that Tentacruel was. I wonder if it was a ground attack, because that for sure would have been dangerous. So Flamethrower is really good. I'm considering keeping Flame Burst, though, because we're about to do a double battle. But if most of the Pokemon are rock or ground, we don't do extra damage. So we'll take the Flamethrower. We'll probably be reusing Rock Slide, but maybe not. Arcanine might not even be in for it, who knows. Sandslash is 36, very nice. Poison Jab, that's amazing. We're going to keep Acid Spray. Yeah, I'm going to keep Barrier. I'm going to get rid of Deep Water Curse. I don't think I'm ever going to use that on you. Even though I know what it does, it seems decent, but I'm just going to go for the Poison Jab. Yes, I understand. You're grounded. Just to make sure, yeah, it looks like there's a double battle and a single battle. So we're going to go heal real fast, switch some Pokemon around, because we are now couple of our more Pokemon got 36. But what I'm probably gonna just focus on winning the fight. Versus trying to level a bunch of people up. So I do want some people in my party. Yeah, you're 31, but like I said, you have... I didn't show it all. Oh, I can use the menu sometimes. But yeah, you have Sand Rush, so you have 96 speed in that permanent weather. Even though you're a little lower level, that's okay. You're going to be super fast. Everyone else is still not full, but we want you in, and I'm going to bring Quagsire in. It's going to maybe seem not that great. We're going to take Crustle out for him. And I'm also going to go over here. There it is. And we're going to give Surf to our Tentacruel, and it should be relatively obvious what I'm about to do. And we're going to give it over Bubble Beam for sure. Yeah, even though Bubble Beam can lower speed, that's not the main reason I want you doing that. And we're going to switch Electrode with Sandslash. So Sandslash is going to be in the forward position here. And yeah, should be a good lead. Sandslash, Gyarados. We intimidate both of them. Our Sandslash is free to do you Bulldoze? No, you have Magnitude still. Okay. Well, depending on what it is, we can Rock Slide or Magnitude. I thought you had Bulldoze, but I guess that was your Goad or something. Then we can do that freely without Gyarados getting hit. And then if we have to switch around, we have a backup plan of, so we can just rotate around as needed. But if we need to get, say, Tentacruel in, and I go to press Surf, I can switch Quagsire in with Water Absorb. And this allows us to just either heal our Quagsire every single turn, or freely come in on Surf and not be, like, in trouble. This is also an actual double, not a true double, so this means we can focus one side, and we should be able to pretty easily just kill. Oh, Tauros has Intimidate? I don't like that. Boltund also is going to be a problem, because I think he's going to... This is what, normal light. Alright, so Gyarados almost assuredly is getting hit by a lightning move from that Boltund, which means I think we should be good to just have him switch straight into Quagsire. This means Sandslash cannot immediately use Magnitude. A little unfortunate, but I think we can just Rock Slide here and do a bit of damage. No, you use Snarl. That's kind of annoying, but okay. Hopefully we get the flinch on Tauros. That Boltund also is really, really fast. Alright, we did. Okay, so now we're going to, since we're no longer, our Quagsire is not intimidated here. Also, they both get hit by Sandstorm. We're going to press Earthquake here. And now we're going to switch Sandslash out for Gyarados, because now that I'm flying, and then we'll switch them in, so now they're -2 physical attack. And Boltund's probably going to use Snarl still, which is a little annoying, but honestly, that's okay. Work up, that's dangerous. Hopefully we just kill this Boltund here. Yeah, it doesn't affect us. Perfect. Okay, that's excellent. Alright, so what do you have coming in? So Tauros is going to take damage, Gyarados will take damage. Raffarig. You guys don't... like, none of your Pokemon make sense for this, but that's fine, I guess. So we're going to Earthquake again, and then we're going to... I know that the Tauros is -1 right now with Workup, so... because he was -2, now he's back on us. So we're going to bite the Graffarig for super effective damage. Alright, so this Tauros is back to even with his regular attack and +2 special attack. Now, presumably he's not going to be pressing a special move, but there is the possibility. Kind of wish we were faster than that Graffarig, but oh well. Nice. Alright, so now we have to be careful with this Tauros possibly killing somebody, but I think we're going to be okay. Sand's not going to kill here. Dragon Rage, nope, not worth it. Better to actually use all of our moves that do damage. Dragon Rage is good lower levels in my opinion. At higher levels, basically never worth it. And in my personal opinion, it does static damage, but like, I don't know. Have so much HP that generally speaking it's not what you want. So alright, so we are not faster than this Tauros. We did say that. How fast are you? Yeah, 69. Well, nice enough. So we know that Tauros is faster than our Gyarados, but that's okay. We're just going to press Body Slam. Hopefully he presses Work Up again, but if he doesn't, I mean, he's -1 right now. Okay, that was good. Alright, well I guess we didn't even have to really pull out the Surf combo, so kind of okay with that. Hello, Swine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just... I'm pretty certain we will be fine just doubling into you. Yeah, easy. Okay. Piloswine, another one. Unfortunately, his typing... I really like Mamoswine, the evolved form. One of my more favorite Pokemon to use, but I think, unfortunately, he is just, generally speaking, bad defensively. Very good offensive Pokemon. Generally has offensive stats. Piloswine, not so much, because he's just not Mamoswine yet. But you do what you can, I guess. Alright, one more battle here, and then we prep for the gym leader. And yeah, I am somewhat considering actually having Sandslash in. Because, yeah, I do like the extra... Wait, what? Oh, I was like, where'd the dude go? He was hiding. I'm like, there was a trainer there. But yeah, the Sandslash, like as we saw, he got 2 speed, so a few more levels. I mean, that speed is going to be well over 100. That's fast enough to go, you know, before a lot of other enemies. And if we get a better ground move, really good position that Sandslash, you start turn 1 like I was doing here, Gyarados Sandslash, and then you just hit them, or probably Mandibuzz Sandslash, because Sandslash would go first, hit the whole field, Mandibuzz can then, you know, U-turn out safely. So, we'll see how it goes, though. We'll have to look at some stuff. I'm pretty sure that's a Steelix on the right there. Yeah, Alolan Raichu, that's Electric Psychic, I think. And then on the right is the The Steelix is Steel Ground, right? So a ground Pokemon would be really good. Probably gonna have a couple, actually. You're just electric, so we're gonna go to a ground Pokemon. Be very safe here. I'm 4x weak to electric, so I'm presuming you're using an electric move. Nope, you're using agility. Okay. Totally was wrong. It's also interesting, Sandrush, I didn't really mention this, but Rapid Spin here, how it gives us plus speed. So at +1, you know, our Sandslash is 75 speed. That translates to Sandrush too. So you gain you gain twice as much from your buffs as well. So that's gonna hurt. Just kidding. I was expecting to do a lot more damage. I mean, he is -1, but like, and I do technically have quite a bit of defense on this Sandslash, but I figured with the 5 level difference that I would be not really in trouble, but enough where it would matter, and I would take a bit more than I did. Bolton. Do I expect you to have anything? Probably not. You just rolled a higher thing. Yeah, Snarl. It seems like all of these Boltons have... Well, I was going to say, that hit really hard, but that was a crit. It seems like all these Boltons have Snarl as a like backup move to be able to really use on whatever they're fighting. You should still kill even with a 5. Because every time I've seen a Bolton, they've all had Snarl. I don't think I've seen one not have it. Gig. I don't know. I think the hitting both sides is more important than consistent damage here. And I might be using Rock Slide every turn anyway for the flinches, so we're going to skip Dig for now. Not to mention, like I said, we're going to go to the move tutor, so if we need to change our setups, we will. I also think, yeah, Mandibuzz is going to be really good up against that Raichu in baiting electric moves, because Dark will be immune to the Psychic. Well, do I think you have Sturdy? Because if you don't have Sturdy, you just die. You did not have Sturdy. It was nice knowing you. I also don't know if Magneton can have Sturdy in whatever gen that it has here. I'm pretty sure it can have Sturdy. I know a lot of them have Magnet Pull. Let me check real fast. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, that is a Steelix. Okay. So Steelix, and this is a Alolan Raichu. This is hovering. Does that mean it has Levitate? If it does, that would be kind of annoying, but someone expected to cover its weakness. And honestly, I think we are going to have Sandslash. I think it looks really good right now. Sandrush is doing a lot of work. Obviously, I would have leveled him up earlier, but I didn't know the gym was going to be permanent weather. By the fact that we can use that permanent weather is really, really nice. So I'm definitely bringing Mandibuzz. Take that amulet coin off you. And we're up against what? So it's electric ground. Dodrio might also be really good here. Yeah, you have Bulldoze. And you were much stronger, but not as defensive as Sandslash. So Sandslash at 36 will probably have the same speed as Dodrio. Will have way more defense, but not nearly as much attack. I think Dodrio will be a good option here. I might stick with the Quagsire Tentacruel as well, which really just leaves me with what would my last Pokemon be. Right now I have 2 ground offensive units, I have 2 water offensive units, and the ground would be really good against the electric side. Dodrio being immune to electric will be really good too for their, and ground, so like they kind of cover both ends. It's really just what do I want for my last Pokemon? But I'm not quite sure what I want yet. Obviously ground, Arcanine's 4x weak to that, so it runs into the problem of you just kind of get owned by everything. But I would like to have an intimidate user. Volt Absorb is probably really good actually. You also bait ground moves. I need to get items off these guys then. And we need to go do a little bit of leveling. Yay. Alright, so we don't need much though. We only have these two that need to level up. Take, give. We're going to give you the lucky egg because you're just lower level. And I'm not fighting anything to give me money, so we don't need the amulet coin right now. Have you out front, and then we'll switch you to be out front once we need it. And unfortunately, I think it's worth... we're gonna just go level first, because just in case we learn any new moves. We're gonna go to the same spot. I think it's honestly the best place to level. As weird as it sounds, is just west of Soko City here, and the fact that we know the 5 or 6 Pokemon that have a ton of EXP, they spawn regularly in the grass, and I'm generally going to be very safe from fighting them. So hopefully this will only take a couple times through, but yeah, so like already there's this lightning mouse, which we should just one-shot everything too with our level difference. I mean, maybe we won't exactly, just because magnitude can roll really low. Magnitude 9, that dude is swallowed up by the earth. Goodbye. Still giving 800 plus EXP. I mean, obviously this is with the lucky egg, so it's a little slower, but I kind of wish I knew that was permanent weather in that gym ahead of time. Oh well. Because, yes, that would have... I definitely would have just leveled Sandslash all the way. Yeah, easy one-shot. So these should be a lot faster, at least, by us going through this way. It looks like it's going to be 4 to 5 battles per level, though. So we have a few battles to get through. I'm hoping we see the right Pokemon. That is a right Pokemon, but you're a water type. How much EXP do you need? Yeah, so... I think you just poison jab him down. We're next to the healer anyway. I would say it probably makes sense to have somebody else kill it, but then you get reduced EXP on Tentacruel, so I don't know, maybe it's worth... Might be worth starting with Tentacruel and then switching to... So you're gonna 3-shot. This is gonna take forever. Ooh. But you resist everything he does, so maybe it's fine. Aqua Jet? How rude. It does very little damage, so I'm not really in any danger here, but... So there probably are other areas where... Yeah, it's going to take a bit. We're going to have to switch that lucky egg around. Once Sandslash gets to 36, there's almost no way both of them get there at the same time. I think Sandslash gets EXP faster anyway. So we're going to try our best to just Figure them out quickly. Yamper, no thank you. Yes to the Dene. And I'll do my best where I probably around 35.5. I'll switch the Lucky Egg just so it's a little bit closer. But we had a lot of our Pokemon fully leveled with all the trainers, so we did really well there, but I think just not knowing, the lack of knowledge of the permanent weather gym is the reason I am now having to spend a little extra time grinding, but shouldn't take too long. Appreciate you sticking around, watching me one-shot Pokemon, and then we'll go to the move trainer, and then we will go set up EVs, and then we'll fight the gym leader. Yeah, the last few days have been pretty fun too. We got like 3 inches of snow in the last few days. Finally, the roads melted enough though, where people can go do things. Really happy for that, because we don't normally get that much snow here. I like the chilled weather. This little electric rat, oh, that's probably not going to kill, actually. Magnitude 4 is really, really bad. Doesn't matter how super effective it is. And I think that's the problem with Magnitude, in my opinion. If we're going to be using Sandslash, I'm hoping we have access to something better. Even Bulldoze, I think, would just be better. But the problem with Magnitude is you're so reliant on getting 7, 8, 9, or 10. And in reality, 8, 9, or 10. 7 is average, in my opinion. Because I think 7 is like either 60 or 75 base power, which, I mean, if you're doing the same damage as Bulldoze, but Bulldoze also minuses the enemy's speed, you really need to be hitting harder than that. Alright, one more battle and we'll switch the Lucky Egg over to the Tentacruel, just so it's a little bit closer for them getting EXP. Tentacruel also would be really good against these Taros because we would just press Surf, so... Ooh, Intimidate. Actually, this might be a good reason as to why Tentacruel may be better, because pressing Surf doesn't get affected by Intimidate. Or, that's going to do no damage. Yeah, look how little damage that does. If you roll a Magnitude 4, like, it's just, you wasted your turn. Which is why I think Bulldoze typically is just better. Obviously that was with Intimidate, so we were -1. But I still think Bulldoze just more consistent. Now, obviously, when you get other stuff to make it more consistent, other moves that are consistent, like if you Earthquake, for example, I think is worth enough damage to drop Bulldoze for. Even without the minus speed, like, you don't care. You're just like, I want to blow this Pokemon up because I do 100 base damage move that then is stab for 150, and if you're weak to it, it now does even more, and it's, yeah, so you're like, I want you to be deleted. I don't care about your speed stat. But there are instances where it is worth keeping, like, this isn't going to kill, there are instances where you would keep Bulldoze and Earthquake to try to, for some fights where it's like you want the speed control, but you also want the damage for certain things. So like if you can one-shot something, you would just Earthquake. You kill that, dead. Don't have to worry about it. Whereas if your Earthquake cannot kill something, which there are cases where it could happen, you could Bulldoze first, guarantee that the enemy is slower than you, and then you can kill the next turn with Earthquake before they can attack you again. If you're faster already, that doesn't matter, but there is the situation where Bulldoze would be useful like that. Should only be 2 more here for Sandslash, then we'll just switch the up front. And it may also be, I may be getting this wrong. I'm presuming that Lucky Egg, even on a reserve Pokemon, the EXP share is that they're getting the boosted EXP. If I'm wrong, then I should have just kept Lucky Egg on Sandslash and then, you know, switch the other way around. Yeah, so 35 on you. Honestly, I should just bring you up now because Sandslash is really close, so it doesn't matter. He looks so menacing running behind me with all his little flanges, tentacles. Yeah, so like Intimidate doesn't matter here to me because we're going to be special attacking with Surf. It doesn't matter that lowered my, and we crit, not that it mattered, and so it doesn't matter they lowered my physical stat. Yeah, oh man, yeah, you level slowly, man. You probably need to keep the Lucky Egg on you most of the time. This is going to be like 5 more battles or something up against these. And I'm hoping that the area we're going to before the 7th gym, I'm hoping the grass there has Pokemon that are a bit better. I'm probably level grinding in bad spots, but honestly, I like this spot because I know its consistency. But I probably should be using a different area. Oh good, we kill you with poison. Perfect. Nice, 36. Get something good? You didn't get anything. Unfortunate. I was like, please get, like, you know, Earthquake or something? I think Sandslash learns Earthquake like level 50 something, so definitely not getting you with that anytime soon. Which honestly is kind of why I really like a Goat, because a Goat has Earthquake already. Honestly, I should be looking at what Goat's speed is up against Sandslash. We'll do that before we go to the move trainer. I might have just wasted my time. I mean, obviously I needed Tentacruel anyway, because I'm going to be using them. Even though Tentacruel has some weaknesses in this fight, they're weak to both electric and ground. But I think the damage output they can do is going to be the fact that Surf with Quagsire is really good if I need to do it. I have quite a bit of special bulk, so even though they take extra damage from electric, I will give them more special bulk so they don't just immediately flop over when that happens. Alright, almost there. Should be 2 more. This one and 1 more. Glad Surf is such a quick animation. Yeah, 1 more will be good. That did, oh, because I'm like, that did so little. That's because we were intimidated. So. Nice. It's a good thing it poisoned too, actually, because I don't think we were going to 3-shot. So poison absolutely made that happen. Brine is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to take it though, because I already have Surf. I'm going to hit both sides. Even though if they were under half-life, Brine would do 130 base damage. We saw that earlier where it owned one of my Pokemon. I think just being able to hit both sides effectively with Surf is going to be more important. Alright, now before we head back to the move tutor, I really should have looked at this. I think it's just fun that I can still use Sandslash, even though I'm probably going to look at Gagoat, and Gagoat's probably going to have more speed than Sandslash in sand. Which is, you know, unfortunate, which means that I probably would just be bringing Gagoat instead. Because I didn't need to level him up. Alright, so you have 82 speed. You do not even close. It is annoying because Earthquake is really, really good, but Sandslash, as we see here, has 57 speed. That means in the permanent weather, they have 114 speed. So they're probably going to be one of my fastest Pokemon. Dodrio is barely faster. Everybody else is not. Yeah, alright, well, to the move tutor then. We're going to keep this team. Take a look at all their moves, make sure we have some good options here, and then we're going to head back and go, hopefully, beat the gym leader. And it'll be interesting to see if it's a true double or if it's a double that we fought earlier in the gym. Because if it's a true double, then we can't really focus down one side, which may be really, really beneficial. But if it is not, we might be able to just, you know, kill one side really easily, which will probably be the ground side. And then I've never seen Ring Out. Okay. But we can focus down one side and then, you know, switch to, then we 2v1 the other side. Toxic Spikes, that's actually kind of nice. You also could get Icy Wind. Okay, so you can't really get much. Icy Wind might be really good. At the same time, I think we'll just be surfing with you, although there may be a time where I don't want to use Surf. Surf hits everybody, even your allies, which is why it's really good for, I think it hits your allies. No, it might only just hit enemies. Is it? I thought it hit everybody, actually. I think it hits the whole field, like a ground move. Whereas Icy Wind only hits enemies. What do you have right now? You have Barrier? I'm going to take Icy Wind, actually. I'm going to take it over Barrier. Speed control is good, so it may be worth it. Alright, I'll take a look at the others here. Mandibuzz. Brave Bird. Okay. Yes, please. Goodbye, Pluck. I think for this battle, as much as I want to use Regenerator, I think, or not Regenerator, I want to use a Megaform. I'm probably going to want Regenerator. So I'll probably have Mandibuzz. Well, I might, honestly, I might keep her on the Megastone, because there may be a point in the fight where I do want to go switch into Megaform and then stay in for a while. I think you're going to have anything I really want. That's the unfortunate part. Swords Dance may be nice. +2 magnitude then would do a lot, but I think we're gonna run into the issue is that like you just What are you rapid spin? Let's just look. I know it's gonna sound really weird to be taking this, but yeah, so we're gonna get rid of cross poison for this. It's gonna seem really weird to take this, but there have been a lot of fights where we get put to sleep by something and then I just don't do anything. And this is actually pretty decent, and then we have a chance to just use anything that we have if I don't want to switch out for whatever reason. Probably would just be switching, but it's fine. Alright, Dodrio, what did you have? Because I don't think we've looked at you since you got evolved. Thunderous Kick. We're going in a ground gem. That's probably not worth it. Quick Attack's nice. Body Slam also good. There's not much else here though. Yeah, you don't have any additional flying moves. If I took anything, it'd be Body Slam. Let me see what you have. No, we're not going to teach that. Alright, so check the last two here. Although I'm pretty certain we're going to be keeping what they have. Quagsire. You actually get Acid Spray? I didn't realize that. Next is... No, good. Because he has... What does he have? Surf. Yeah, Surf, Yawn, Ice Punch, and Earthquake, right? Yeah. No, in reality, I should get rid of Surf. Surf does, like, no damage for him. But he hasn't learned any... He doesn't have any other water move yet. That's the problem. Alright, Lantern, last one. I think we've seen all of your stuff. Does this hit both sides? If this hit both sides, that's actually probably pretty good, but... Yeah, we've run into problems with Signal Beam. That thing is so strong. Yeah, I think you're good with what you have. Let me check Lantern here. I don't think there's anything that would have been better for you. Oh, we could give you Surf as well, actually. True. Yeah, let's actually do that. I mean, I do have to then be careful that, like I said, I'm pretty certain Surf hits both sides, so we then have to be mindful of who's in when we use that. Surf is good, so... Right, and now we're gonna head back, and then we will set up EVs, and then we'll be going. I don't know about finding unique Pokemon here, but I guess actually, yeah, there were unique Pokemon. There was a Dreepy, there's all the starters on that weird island out to the west, so like there are a lot of unique things here. Alright, so this is Gym 6, so we are 127 points away from the max, which means what were we, 255, 318 is what we were at before, so this should be 382, right? Going to be 128 away from it, yeah, 382, okay. So I want you to be fast. Actually, what does this look like? obviously gonna, let me take these away first. Move to 139. 23 speed or 24 special defense. I think we're gonna do the speed. Which means I'm gonna go for the special attack. So I want you to hit a little bit harder. At the moment, I'm really relying on your... Do I? I might want to switch this to special defense, but I think the few points in defense isn't going to be as big as the special attack. It's a 382. I can remember numbers sometimes. Okay. Alright. Mandibuzz, you're absolutely keeping max defense. Speed, a little less worried about, because I'm fine with, I want you to be slow U-turning out for a bunch of things. So then we're going to buff your attack. Okay. Sandslash. So you have 110 speed in... You have way more. Right, so what do you look like? 93 with nothing. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go with you just being speedy offense. And hope that you don't just, you know, immediately die. Which is possible. But the people I have to worry about for you is going to be on the ground side, which I think we're going to be okay taking out first. Obviously there's a Steelix, but then there's some other Pokemon too, I'm sure. 382. Yep. That's right, yeah, 382. Alright, Dodrio. You're going to be kind of the opposite. You have plus speed, but then you're just going to be attack the rest of the way. Quagsire. I think you're going to be keeping your defense. Oh, are you? You're definitely not going to have any speed. You have water absorb, so I'm kind of okay with that, which means, yeah, then I'm going to go full attack with you because I want you to be hitting earthquakes and ice punches and stuff like that. No, which means the rest of your stuff is going to be... Well, actually, no, probably defense. Obviously, there is the possibility that they have a grass move, but... kind of going on the assumption that all of those electric Pokemon, we're going to be limiting their moves down to half of their move pool, which is going to be really important. It's 382, right? And Lantern with Volt Absorb. I do like you having... you being speedy is kind of okay. But you look like this way. I'm going to even out your defenses here, so we will give you defense over special defense. Although I don't have a special defense, like, tank right now, basically. Kind of relying on the fact that we have Water Absorb and Volt Absorb to be able to adjust in how we do things. And Tentacruel. Alright, back to Tentacruel. Alright, so let's set up where everyone is. So Mandibuzz is definitely first in the order. Sandslash is second. And then the rest we can adjust as needed. And we're going to give people items. So first things first. I don't know what they're going to lead with. I'm okay with Sandslash getting put to sleep, if that's the case. We obviously can't be paralyzed. So I'm going to give him a clear amulet. I don't think there's a Pokemon that has intimidate, but I don't want my Sandslash to be intimidated. Rocky Helmet would be best on Mandibuzz. Is this really just for contact moves? I'm trying to think who I would give this to if I used it. Probably wouldn't use it on anybody. I forgot to check people's natures. Let me do that real fast. I think everyone was still good. Yeah, you were fine, you were fine. Yours, a little unfortunate, but plus special attack, minus attack. No, you have poison jab. Yours is fine, yours is fine. Yours is fine. So it would just be Tentacruel. I have a plus speed, minus something. I think you're fast enough, though. Maybe not against that Raichu, though. Raichu's super fast. I think we'll be okay with what you have. We could prevent status ailments with this, but I think we're going to give just citrus berries. Speaking of which, I'll need to purchase some more on the rest of my Pokemon eventually. Yeah, citrus on Quagsire and Lantern are really going to be really good because they have so much HP. They, even with the absorbs, this will just make them last even longer. Alright, well, everyone's set up, so let's see if we can do this double or white out trying. Alright. And it's worth mentioning, they may have more than 6 Pokemon. That is also true. Like, it only shows 6, but might have more. I have no idea. Alright, so first things first, we're likely slower than that Palma. I think we're just going to U-turn here. And we're going to Magnitude. Sandslash is by far way faster than Mandibuzz. I'm not worried about that. It's actually Magnitude 4. This is what I was talking about. It's going to do so little damage. Or a punch. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to do so little. We could have Brave Birded there then, and that would have just probably killed. We're going to go to Dodrio, though, because we can bulldoze here. Or pluck, I guess, or something against that Palma. Lowers my defense, though. Do I think he's going to power up punch again? It's basically the same, so we're going to do that, and Sandslash. You the clear ambulance. You're going to take a lot of damage from my own Dodrio, unless I move. If that's the case, actually, let's do Pluck then, and then we will Magnitude. Okay, Magnitude 6 is a little better, but not that great still. I was kind of hoping for at least 1 or 2 of them to be an 8. 8 plus. But they should kill this Palma. Alright. I'm sorry, what? I did not expect to do that much damage. Holy. Wow. Okay. But we might actually be in a good spot here. This will set us up for... what is your special attack? 72. I think Tentacruel's is similar. Yeah, I didn't expect it to do that much damage. I didn't even know it had heavy... I mean, I knew Heavy Slam is obviously something it could have, but I just didn't expect it to hit that hard. Crocodile, you have intimidate. Oh, I just realized I sent Lantern out up against 2 ground types. That was really dumb of me. Yeah, 'cause I wanted to surf, but you're weak to both of them. He hits a double ground hit here. We're in a bit of trouble. Means, yeah, I shouldn't have switched here. I should have switched here. Or to Quagsire. Oh boy. You want to risk it? Probably shouldn't. My Lantern is assuredly not as tanky as I think he is. Yeah, 68 defense. I mean, my Dodrio hit 58 and got owned by that, the Mudsdale, so... basically risking saying I am faster than you. Than both of them. Which I'm probably faster than the Mudsdale, but I am probably not faster than that Crocodile. And bringing Quagsire in, he'll take some damage and then get immediately healed. Right, I think we're just going to bait a ground move. We're going to switch to Mandibuzz. I started this fight really, really poorly. I could also go for the Rock Slide flinch, but they're both resist rock, so... Okay, Magnitude just keep getting better, so I do like this. That was a crit, so yeah, that, yeah, it doesn't use that much. That was a crit. Ow. Oh no, he lowered my defense. Oh right, I was -1. I didn't even think of that. For my Dodrio. That's probably why I died, actually. Okay, now I think we're gonna U-turn off of Mudsdale, I think. I think that's probably the safer play. And we're gonna Magnitude again. That one's acceptable. Crit? Oh, you are really fast. I thought you would have not been that fast. So, well, we almost killed you. What do I think you're bringing, though? Probably... physical move? Yeah. Let's switch out to Quagsire here. Okay, I'm okay with that. We didn't get the drop. Alright, now I think we're in a spot where now I'm going to Earthquake here, and then Sandslash, you're going to be switched, and I can go back to Mandibuzz here. And we're going to be switching Mandibuzz probably. Okay, you just... are you going to heal both? Does that count as your turn, actually? That hits so hard. Doesn't affect us. Kill him? Nope. Well, that's concerning. I'll need to check speed here. I'm pretty sure Mandibuzz is faster than Quagsire. My strategy is not very good here. 33. Yeah, you're definitely faster. Could yawn, but I think if you're going to heal, we're just going to do this. And Mandibuzz, you're going to stay in, and I think now is the time to Mega Evolve. I think we're just going to Feint Attack. I know I could Brave Bird, but I also would take damage from that, so we're just going to Feint Attack Mudsdale. Yeah, so they're going to use a Hyper Push, not Crocodile. Ooh, minus defense. I think we're going to have to switch Quagsire. But I think we can switch him into somebody that I can then serve. Alright, so I'm pretty certain we can kill Mudsdale here. I don't think they're going to use a dark move against me, or a ground move against me. I'm pretty certain we can safely switch into either one of these. So we're going to switch to Tentacruel first, and then we're going to just feint attack, kill Mudsdale here. I'm glad this Mudsdale doesn't have tangling hair as well. Ow! That hit way harder than I anticipated. Alright, so we know the Crocodile's faster than my Mandibuzz. This is a problem, actually, because now Tentacruel may be faster, but we're -1 defense. Crunch kills, almost certainly. I might be having to play where... What is your speed? 104. Yeah, you're definitely... I'm pretty sure Sandslash always went first. Also, for this being an electric gym, electric ground, we've only seen one so far. They've only continually sent out ground Pokemon. Surf would be really good, but I don't know if I'm going to be faster than that Crocodile, and I think at -1 I just die. I think I need to switch. Also, if you're using a ground move, Lantern is also a bad play. I might have to just press Surf and switch to Quagsire for hoping. Oh, I forgot to look at speeds. Tentacruel, I think, is faster, right? Yeah, 104. So Mandibuzz, I would have to just switch. I could not U-turn. Or I guess I could switch to Sandslash? Yeah, let's do that, actually. It would have been really nice if I had healing on Sandslash, but my own fault. Alright, Bone Rush does super effective to Steelix, but Steelix is really tanky. Oh, actually, I see something. We could U-turn Crocodile and then send Tentacruel back out, switch Sandslash next turn into Quagsire when we Surf. That is an option. Okay, let's try that. Maybe I need to be doing more damage here, but... kind of regretting not bringing an Intimidate Mon, because that would be really helpful against mitigating some of this damage. Yeah, so I knew that was coming. Oh, you hit your own target. Oh, you're gonna slow him. Well, he's already slow. I guess that doesn't really matter because... Oh, huge! Okay, that was amazing. Tentacruel. I think you're gonna die to a ground move. I'm so sorry. But... Oh, I also just realized I'm sending you back in before Steelix went. Yeah. I think I just killed my Tentacruel. Yep, that was really dumb of me. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm about to send you... Oh, that's a problem. Oops. Which means I don't even know who I would have had to have sent Quagsire in. Well, we're sending Lantern because I'm expecting... We've only seen ground Pokemon from them, so I'm expecting electric Pokemon here. Yeah. Oh, that's a Hisuian Electrode. Well, that's a problem. Fully expecting a grass move here, then. He's obviously not gonna... He's super fast. He's obviously not gonna cast an electric move on our Sandslash. Which means I guess I'm going for the flinch? And I'm going to press Surf and kill everyone on my board. You missed. Oh, great. Who did we miss? Oh. Yeah, so if I had brought Quagsire out there, we would have just been dead. Which is actually still a problem, because now how do I kill that dude? Jeez, it still doesn't do quite enough. Ice Fang. He almost certainly was going for Sandslash. Makes sense. But I think we're going to be okay. Alright, so we're going to bring Mandibuzz back out. I'm pretty sure we're killing this Electrode and Surfing as well. Just check here. Might be able to do the U-turn thing again. U-turn. Well, I guess I don't have to kill Steelix yet. Could just Tail Glow here. We're gonna do this. Thunder Wave. Oh no! Mandibuzz, please, I believe in you. Just hit through Paralyze, and I think we'll be fine. Thank you. Yep, goodbye, Electrode. My question is what is Steelix doing? Bulldoze. Yeah, it's gonna hit Lantern really hard. That was a crit. Ugh. Well, at least we have a Citrus Berry. I remember that Steelix is also -1 from that Crocodile earlier, so I think we're going to be okay. He'd have to crit again. Actually, no. If we just hit with Surf, we're almost assuredly killing him. It should be Raichu. Yeah. Alright, and now Mandibuzz is just going to be switching for Quagsire. And we press Surf. Now that we are +2 with Lantern, we should be okay unless Raichu kills our Lantern here. This should kill Steelix. Yep. Should do a ton of damage to Raichu as well. Yeah, and then we're going to be able to... do I expect this Raichu to be Levitate? I'm just gonna press Earthquake, and then you're getting switched for Mandibuzz. Because if you do Psychic again, we don't take damage. If you did an Electric move, I'm gonna be really upset because I have Volt Absorb. Okay, you're not Levitate, and you're just dead. Okay, well, my strategy was very ineffective early on, but yeah, that was a heck of a fight. I like that. They were a true double, so they sent out whatever they wanted based on how, I guess, what was the best for the position. I don't know where we get strength. Presumably somewhere. Bulldoze, yay! Oh, I guess there are ruins there. That's probably where we get strength then. Alright, well that was a fun fight. I think I could have played it better by killing Palmon on the first round instead of switching around, trying to be cheeky. For the Crocodile Mudsdale, I didn't really have an answer. Unfortunately, the answer that would have made the most sense would have been having Gyarados. Because I realized my Gyarados instead of Tentacruel. I think Tentacruel was a misplay. I don't think I should have had Tentacruel. And the reason for that is Tentacruel is weak to literally everything this gym does, which is just kind of foolish on my part. Poison weak to ground, water weak to electric. Doesn't have the bulk to really make it. Even with the plus special defense, it doesn't matter. Like, you just take too much damage. So yeah, you had Icy Wind, which is effective against ground. You have Surf, which is effective against ground. You didn't have anything against Psychic. And I was really just betting you on, I'm pressing Surf with Quagsire and hoping. But then it's like every time you're out, I'm like, you're just going to die to whatever they cast or use. So, big mistake on my part to bring Tentacruel. Gyarados would have been much better. Only weak to electric, which means all of their ground Pokemon I'm immune to because I'm flying, which then would allow, and I would have had intimidate to lower their damage output, which I'm sorely missing out of my team. Really should have thought of that. Dodrio was okay, but just not bulky enough. I basically have to get chain kills with Dodrio to be effective. Heavy Slam just instantly killed you. You had -1 defense, but you were like near full life and you just died. So entirely my fault there. And then you just didn't really have the damage. I mean, you Pluck killed Palmont. But I'm gonna be honest, my Mandibuzz could have just killed Palmont instead of you turning out on turn 1. And then when the Crocodile came out, I could have U-turned on that and gotten out and done it super effective damage. So Dodrio and Tentacruel definitely were bad choices. Sandslash, and that was a pretty good choice. Really just unfortunate that it was magnitude 4, magnitude 6 on the first 2 turns. Our damage was really shaky, and this kind of shows the downside, in my opinion, to Sandslash and magnitude is you're rolling the dice, hoping you get the 7, 8s, and 9s and 10s to do enough damage to make it worth it. We got magnitude 4, we did 0 damage on turn 1, basically. Magnitude 6 on turn 2 was basically 0 damage. I could have just easily Brave Birded plus, let's say I had Gugodin. Earthquake, that Palmont would have been dead on turn 1. Turn 2, oh look, the Crocodile comes out, I U-turn and Magnitude, or Earthquake, that dude's dead. Or almost dead. Would have been much better than risking RNG, basically. Other than that, though, I think Sandslash was fine. Very tanky, they didn't take a lot of damage until I killed them on accident by having to Surf. And yeah, but, live and learn. Like I said, I probably wasn't going to be using Sandslash anymore in my stuff, but we ended up, I decided to use him because I saw the gym had permanent weather. I'm like, wait a minute, this might actually be something that you can do really well. So you'll sit off to the side here. I don't know if I'm going to use you, but there's always the chance. So, and yeah, I'd like to obviously start showing off. So I really want Delphox to work out in this upcoming gym. I think we said, what was the next gym? Somebody said something about it. And I think Arcanine's going to be really good. It was like something where you want to rock. I think it was fire flying, they said. So yeah, like Arcanine's going to be really good there because Rock Slide is just going to kill a bunch of people. But then we're probably going to have some water Pokemon as well. And yeah, maybe get Wailmer up. I think you get Water Spout at in the mid-30s somewhere, so Wailord, really nice, but never used Wailord. He's kind of like a big HP sponge. We have a lot of Pokemon, so we will yeah, take a look at what we got and kind of go from there. Mandibuzz again, very good. I'm really happy with Mandibuzz. So, but yeah, I think my biggest thing in this gym is we should have thought longer on these two. Tentacruel, I think, was just objectively the worst choice for me to bring. Gyarados in this spot would have shored up all of my weaknesses that I thought about. Dodrio probably would have worked out, switching things around and how we maneuvered when we used, like a Quagsire Earthquake or Sandslash Magnitude, but it ended up being that didn't work out, so I didn't get any chain kills. Dodrio would have been really good up against the electric Pokemon. Would have been really good against Electrode, taking neutral damage, and also possibly killed in one hit. and then would have been decent against Raichu, immune to everything except Psychic. But again, Mandibuzz just kind of made Psychic worthless, and then, you know, Raichu died. But yeah, I thought, other than that, overall, gym was good. I thought all the other fights went really well, considering I didn't know what they were. But hopefully you all enjoyed that today. Hope you have a wonderful evening. And as always, I'll see you next time.